Hi, it's Joshua back again. my throat's getting kind of sore. I'd like to share with you another testimony that happened in the fall of 1984. This is just a couple of years prior to where the Lord gave me a vision to walk with the cross from Lethbridge, Alberta to Expo 86. And at the time I was in Prince George, which is in the northern part of British Columbia. I've been there working over the winter, doing carpentry work. And I was riding, I lived with a group of believers about 10 miles outside the city, and so every day I would take my bike and I would ride back. It wasn't a long ride, maybe 45 minutes. And this one night, as I was riding back, this was middle part of August, maybe. I think it was around the middle part of August of 1984. I went and I turned back. You always shoulder check when you ride on the highway, and I saw these signs, like this, like an A-frame on the back of the bike, like over top the fender, and I could actually see the writing, the colored writing on the side, taking a stand, a Christian stand for the unborn children, the ones that were being killed through abortion. Somebody's messing around with my deal here. Just give me a minute. Someone's commandeered my mouse. They're still commandeering my mouse. There, that solved it. Maybe someone's trying to get my attention on Skype or something. Anyway, where was I? I lost track here. I can't remember what I was talking about. Isn't this ridiculous? I get these mind blocks, I can't remember. Okay. It was about this, making this bike, outfitting this bike, and taking a stand for the unborn children. So the Lord gave the confirmations and all that, and I remember leaving Prince George on my birthday. I just seen the mayor of Prince George just the day before, and I tell you, it was raining. It was super cold rain. Even the bikers were not. They were off the road. I couldn't stop because I know if I would stop, I would die from hypothermia. So I kept on moving, and got to the end of this 2-hour climb up this hill, and went into this restaurant. And I was totally dehydrated. I must have lost 25 pounds. But after a couple hours or so, I was back on the road again. And I got as far as McBride, probably 40 days into the ride. I was invited to this farm outside of McBride, who it was from these teachers that came up by wagon train into Canada from the States in the 70s, and you know, they called themselves Believers. And I met one of their people in Edmonton, and they said, well, if you get up that way, to stop in. So we did. And I can still remember the time that one of the guys there gave me a ride in his, I think he had a red truck, so I had the bike in the back, and my bike was around about 200 pounds. So I had these, you know, saddlebags that I made out of irrigation pipe on the bottom, and I had the bike all rigged up with CB radio and things like that. And so he let me off at their farm outside of McBride just after midnight, and he wouldn't get out of his truck. And at the time, I didn't know about these 23 wild dogs that were loose on their property. And these hillbillies have been known to fire at the RCMP with their rifles. The people that they didn't like, they made it known. And so I was there, and nobody was home. And all these dogs, I could see them 50, 60 feet away, except for this one dog that I made friends with, and I was able to get into the house, and nobody was there. Nobody was home, so the lights were on. So I stayed there. And about 1 o'clock in the morning or so, maybe 2 o'clock, you know, I heard someone pull up, and this brother and sister came in there. They just came from their parents who live further back in a cabin, and they were really surprised that I was sleeping on their couch, and but I was given an invite. And they said, "Well, it must be okay. You made it past the angels, and the dogs were their angels, so to speak. Anybody that shouldn't be there, well, they would just disappear, right?" And so that the Lord got me in to there to witness to them, and they were believers, very intelligent people. These are people that were educated, teachers, but they were they were some aspect of the New Age. I think I might cut it off here and come back in part 2, because I know I'm getting close.